Hey guys, this is Makeup by Kay, and today's look is a fall/neutral look with a bold lip. So if you want to create this look, just stick along. Here we go. So guys, as you can already see, I already did my brows and I already primed my face. I use Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer. This is good for people with dry skin too. So now next on to the eyes. This is Prolong Long Wear Paint Pot in the color Painterly. I'm going to put this on with a flat eyeshadow brush. Your heart is glowing. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to put in a transition color, which is basically like a base color or whatever you want to call it. I'm putting in this color right here, and this is Wet n Wild's Sunset. To put a little bit of this on there. This is just a fluffy brush that I got from Walmart like a couple years ago. One of my favorite brushes. And I start at the top to just basically get those harsh lines up, out the way. Next, with the same fluffy brush, I'm going in with one of my favorite palettes, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Amrezy limited edition. So I'm going in with Caramel. And right up under my base color, I'm putting this right here. So kind of in the corner, kind of not. It's just like right up under it, just so everything can start blending in. So now for my lid, I'm going in with a satin color, and it's by MAC, and it's called Cork. This is what the color looks like, kind of like a tannish color. It's very neutral, but the reason why I'm putting this on the lid first, because I'm going to put a shimmery color on top of the lid. By this being kind of like a neutral fall look, I don't want everything to be so neutral and so matte. I do want to pop a color, so that's what this is going to do. This is going to create a base for the shimmery color that I'm going to put on top. So I'm getting a LC brush. I'm just putting this on there, and when you're putting eyeshadow on with the brush, you want to pat, not swipe, because when you swipe, it kind of goes into the crease and it doesn't look blended. So you want to just pat it on. So I'm going to go in with another brush. This is the Eco Techniques brush, and I'm going to go in with Morocco right here, and I'm just going to smudge this right into the crease. So now I'm going to get a different brush, and I'm going to go in, where's my brush, and I'm going to spray this with water, whatever else. I'm going to spray this, and then I'm going to put this Deep Plum from the Beverly Hills palette right in the corner. And usually I would spray with the eyeshadow, but I kind of missed that stuff. Don't judge me. And I'm going to go right in the corner with this. Right in the corner with this. So like I said, you want to create a subtle smoke. And what a lot of people don't understand is that when you want to do a smoky eye or a subtle smoky eye, you don't have to always do black. Purple is a very, very good color to do when you don't want to do a very dramatic smoky eye. So now I'm going to go back in with the Cork with the same eyeshadow that I had the Cork on, and just pat it down just to reapply it, to make sure when I put the other color on there, it is still vibrant. So blend this out. If you want to, this is what I'm about to do. I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This is an e.l.f. blending brush, and just blend out those harsh edges to make sure that everything is blended very, very well. So now to create a kind of layer effect, I'm going to go back in with all of the same colors. So first, that's not the brush that I had. So first I'm going to go in with the Caramel, dab it just a little. Then I'm going to go back in with the Morocco. Now with the shimmery part that I was talking about, I'm going to add this glistening colors, and I'm just going to go in with my middle finger. Tap that on it. And I'm gonna go back in with the Deep Plum blending brush. can't talk, and just blend. So now on to liner. The liner that I use is e.l.f.'s liquid liner in the color black. Now I have my wing. I'm going to add some mascara. Full Exposure mascara by Smashbox, one of my. So these are the lashes that I'm going to be using. These are Forever 21 lashes, and they come in like a Love and Beauty package. Using lash adhesive duo eye lash adhesive. Put a very thin layer, because if you put a thick layer, it's definitely going to take longer to dry. So this is a very and you have to be careful of your actual lash and up under it. That's why lashes are so hard to put on, because your lashes can get stuck to them. Because my lashes at the end, they curl up a lot, like a whole lot. Okay. More so that lash is on. It looks a little crazy right now because it's stuck on there, but I haven't pushed them down together. That's why when you put lashes on, you have to push them down together. So now I just put a little color on my upper brow bone while these lashes dry. I'm going to go into my Wet n Wild palette. Oh, it's called Comfort Zone. So I'm just going to go in with a flat brush. Any flat square brush that you have. This flat brush right here. And I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I'm just going to put a touch of this on my upper brow bone. Just a little bit. And now blend it in with that blending brush. So now you got this kind of ooh shit effect. So now what you want to do is that you want to get your tweezers and clamp your lashes together, because like I said, if you don't, you're going to create this kind of two lash effect. I usually do it with my fingers. I'm trying to be all cute for y'all. So there we go. We are done with the eye. Going to the face, I use two kind of foundations on my CoverGirl True Blend Deep 6 in the color Deep 6 or Toasted Almond. Fit Me Maybelline. This is not the matte one. This is the first one that they came out with. Fit Me foundation in the color 340 or Cappuccino. This is what it would look like right here. And what you would do is that you would take your index finger, rub it in together, kind of warm it up, and just.
Swag goo. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag saucy drippin' swag goo.
So now that we're doing our foundation, I actually don't set my foundation because I put on Urban Decay Satin Spray. On to contouring. What I contour with is LA Girls Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. So I'm going to get a beauty blender like so, and I'm going to wet it with some water. You want to make sure that it's damped. Make sure that it's completely damp. And what I do is that I put my concealer on the brush. I mean on the beauty blender. And when I'm putting my concealer on, I don't start directly up under it. I actually kind of start towards the side. And the reason for this is that this kind of creates less creasing. So I kind of start about right here. Now I'll go to the other side, and I may have to apply a little more product, which I'll probably. So now I have to do my nose. I don't really contour my nose like that because I'm fine with it. You can. Now I just blend, and blend. So now to set this, I set this with banana powder. So this is banana powder. Benign banana powder. It's actually not called banana powder. It's in the color banana. I use a sponge, damp it like so. So I'm going to let that bake or sit, whatever you want to call it, for about a minute or two. While this is baking, I'm going to contour with LA Girls Pro Concealer, again in the color beautiful bronze. I'm gonna go along, start from the ear and work my way across. Watch out for your hair, because like I said, my hair is a little bit blue, so I have to be careful. And I don't contour my nose like that. I just do like a little line right in the middle, because that's where my slender part is. So now I'm going to take off my banana powder, and how I'm going to do that is take a fluffy powder brush, any powder brush. This is a MAC 129 brush, and just literally brush it away. So now I'm going to take another beauty blender. Oh, for my nose, I'm going to take a contour brush just to even that out a little bit, and I'm going to take a little bit of this bronzer right here, dab it, and just move that up and down. So now I'm just going to take this beauty blender right here, spray it with a little bit of water, same thing with the first one, and just blend away. So now to set that with a little bit of bronzer, I'm going to go in with e.l.f.'s contouring bronzer, and this is just a bronzer just for now, because I actually ran out of my other bronzer. So when I said I was talking about a more of a defined look, I'm actually going to go in with a eyeshadow, which gives me that more of a defined look, and this is the e.l.f. Warm palette. So now on to blush. This is my blush. This is Sweetest Cocoa by MAC. And when you're doing your blush, you want to just go along the bronzer, just to make sure that there's no line in between it. I start off with a little bit of blush first, and then I go in kind of heavy.
Out the passenger side with my strap. From 50 to 100, we moving and serve that. We shining every summer.
So now I go in with a little bit of shimmer or highlight. I'm gonna go in with Forever 21's shimmer. Forever 21 has a good makeup selection, and I'm gonna go in. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So I'm just gonna pat it first. Pat it first. Then I'm going to brush that together. And by patting it first, what that does is that it lets me see how much more I have to use. So I'm good on that side, but I'm going to use a little bit more on this side. So now just to blend this all together, I'm going to go back in with this blending brush and just kind of blend that all together. And what blending it all together does, it just kind of makes everything look even. So now that we're done with the face, we're going to go back into the eyes. I'm going to go back in with my paint pot in the color Painterly in my inner tear duct area, because back in my Painterly, and I'm just going to put a little bit in the tear duct area. If you want to put some down at the bottom, by all means, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to put kind of like a little thin layer of it at the bottom. Okay. So now to go back in with the Amrezy palette, I'm going to go in with this color right here, and it's called Legend. And I'm going to go in with a pencil brush, the actual pencil brush that came in with the Amrezy palette. Just going to take this, dab it, brush it off, swoosh it. You kind of want to take it up just a little bit into the color up top, because you don't want it to have this blunt kind of color thing going on. So with the same brush, I'm going to go in with the Deep Plum, kind of smoke it out at the bottom. And then go in with the Morocco. Do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so now to make this pop just a little bit more, I'm going to go in with some eyeliner, and my go-to eyeliner for now, what's been it for a minute, is Maybelline's Eye Studio, and it's kind of like the Inglot, but it's a little bit not as matte. So I'm going to take a small smudging brush by e.l.f. and I'm just going to pack a very thin line on it.
She said that pussy wet, so I'ma slide. She pull up and fuck the crew like she could not.
So now to make sure that your liner doesn't run, what you're going to do is that you're going to take some black eyeshadow, any black eyeshadow. My go-to black eyeshadow is, of course, in Reezy palette called LBD. I'm just going to pack a little thin layer of eyeshadow on it because this prevents it from running. Just some mascara on your lash line. And now for the lips. I'm going in with one of my new favorite colors. This is Cherry Bomb by Wet n Wild.
Girl, I'll be your quarterback. Go deep, baby, with them lips, no time to speak when I lay back.
And lastly, to set the whole thing, I have Urban Decay Setting Spray Makeup All Night. Go on the X, T, and there you have it. Oh, got a little wet, but here it is. Guys, here it is, the finished look. I hope you like it, and remember to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Bye.
She did this shit before. Hold her tight, no letting go till she say she can't.